Yo, how's it going, my amigos and amigas? It's been a minute. Well, it's been 2 days to be exact, sadly, but on YouTube, that's about a month off. So someone on Instagram hit me up and sent me the following tweets. Because if you remember, a few months ago, I made a video called Imagine Being This Sensitive. It's a certified hood classic. I recommend it. And now she wants to cancel the word spooky. As spooky season, spooky time, it's Halloween, it's the spooky season. I just can't believe people have absolutely nothing to do. So they sit on Twitter all day. They tweet 15 times in 24 hours. I am not kidding. I counted it. It's just sad and pathetic when you really think about it. So anyways, let's just get into the DM. Hi, I really like the video you made on blank. The person who thought certain words were offensive to autistic people. As an autistic person, I couldn't understand why someone would think that way. But now they're back and they think the word spooky is offensive. Any thoughts? I have a lot of thoughts. And I quote, I just learned that spooky is considered by many to be a slur. Just like spooky is, and I'm floored. Oh my god. I mean, it feels like I'm getting trolled, but this person's not kidding at all. She's not playing. She means all of this. Who the fuck gets offended when someone says spooky? These fucking Twitter users have nothing in their lives. They have absolutely nothing going for them. They want to feel oppressed. They just have nothing to do. So they just sit on their ass all day full of grease and they smell horrible. What could I do to pander to black people? What can I do to pander to everyone? Because I just want everyone to like me. I just want everyone to love me because clearly my mom and dad don't care about me. That's why I'm on Twitter. Yeah, if I had a kid, I would tell him what not to do. I would just teach him 3 simple life tips that I want him to take. I will tell my kid to respect women. I will tell my kid to be polite, to have manners. And my third piece of advice will be to not be on Twitter. Installing Twitter is one of the biggest mistakes you can make in life. What do I use in place of spooky because I don't want to use it anymore? If you're black and help me on this, I will tip you for your education and time. Thank you. Something that I want to touch on is the fact that Twitter and people like her and love, and I mean absolutely love to take words away that have no bad meaning. Just take them away from you because they think they can. Because there's other content creators who bend over. Let's just keep it honest here. The little bitches who bend over to the mob mentality. They apologize. They cry on the Twitch stream. What 2021 needs is balls. Twitter can't hurt you if you don't let it affect you. If you're having a mental breakdown because you're on Twitter, if you're getting canceled by 10-year-old or teenage girls, you need to leave Twitter. Now, it will be pretty easy to make fun of the way this person looks. I mean, the stuff I could come up with is endless, but I am not going to do that because I know that YouTube rules. God forbid you make fun of someone in a funny way because, oh my god, video gets taken down. Someone replied, mixed person here, part black. We have logic in the building. I think it all comes down to context. Saying spooky when talking about Halloween or costumes, etc. isn't offensive to me at all. Hold up. When did spooky become a slur? As bad as the N-word. Oh my god. Is this video going to be outdated in 5 to 10 years when Twitter cancels the word spooky? When did spooky turn racist? I mean, I've been saying it my whole life, ever since I was a little kid. But I guess Twitter determines everything nowadays. There's a very specific context where that is a slur, and it's extremely obvious when that context is used. Once again, I do not know what this person's talking about. I have never heard of the word spooky being used as an offensive term to degrade them or belittle them. I have never heard of it in my life. So if any black people can educate me on that subject, I would thank you. I will tip you. I also say spooky and have no idea what else to say for Halloween decorations, etc. It's a good word, and I won't let the racists have it. And I don't understand why you would go out of your way to be a miserable fuck if you have nothing better to do. Get a job, get on the grind, stop being a lazy bitch. She also says this. Lastly, I encourage you to rethink the way you see black people and racial equality. And racial equality in general. So this person was trying to, be nice to the black people. It backfired. Black people are calling her out like, we're not triggered, so why should you be triggered? That's something I absolutely hate. How the fuck are you going to be offended on someone else's behalf? And that's something that 12-year-old Twitter users love to do. They love to be offended on the behalf of gay people, on the behalf of trans people, on the behalf of black, Asians, Mexicans, because apparently 12-year-old white girls know everything about the planet planet, so they have to get out of their parents' house and get the tablet that's full of saliva and tweet, actually, sir, this is pretty offensive. You're hurting this person's feelings, and then the other person doesn't even give a fuck. The other person finds it funny. We are also just people. Sadly, if you're removing words and completely changing how you act around me, that just makes me feel excluded. Just treat me like anyone else. I 100% agree with that. She responded with, I don't use slurs at all? This has nothing to do with pandering to black people. Okay, and I'm really confused as to why that's the conclusion you came up here. Are you talking back to a black person? Do you know how racist that is? I do my best to limit all harmful language for my speech, not just words that can harm black people. This person said, look at me. I'm woke because I can understand how context works. You can use the word spooky, a black person saying that. I think the best way to explain the situation is fucking retarded.